Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest stacking competition on earth.
The first race starting right now. Ready, get set, go!
I found sports stacking through watching world records on YouTube, and I watched the video of it and I was like amazed by how fast your hands can go.
I used to solve Rubik's Cubes, and when I watched lots of videos on YouTube, stacking started to come into my feed.
I asked my parents to buy me a set of cups and I've just been doing it day after day since then.
I discovered I had a set in my house, so I just started on the floor using my iPad as a timer.
Sports stacking is basically when you have 9 to 12 specially designed cups and you'll stack them as fast as you can in 3 different sequences.
My name is Laura Beacom and I've been stacking for just over a year and a half.
My name is Jamie Franceschini and I've been sports stacking for the past 3.5 years.
When I started to get faster, I then asked for a mat and timer for Christmas. Then I just started practicing more and more until I got to go to my first tournament.
I've been to several UK championships.
My primary school brought in a load of speed stacks in for everyone to get involved with, and then I realised I was actually quite good at it, so I asked for a set for Christmas and it kind of went on from there. I've been involved in stacking for around 9 years. My name is Lee Norton and I'm currently the fastest male sports stacker in the United Kingdom. Sports stacking involves stacking 9 or 12 specially designed cups in predetermined sequences.
That are the 333, the 363 and the cycle.
So the 333 is basically you'll put one cup to the side and the other cup on top, one cup to the side, one cup on top, one cup to the side, one cup to the top, and then you'd go back to the beginning, you'd slide, put on top, you'd slide, put on the top, and you slide and put it on top. This is my favourite sequence because this is what I'm more frequent when in tournaments. Like, this is what I'd get first place or good times in. My personal best is 1.476 seconds and my tournament best is 1.622, which is the overall UK record. So this is the 363, it's the second hardest sequence. You'd start with the 3, and then for the 6 you'd grab 3 in one hand and 2 in the other, and you'd gradually build it up. And then you start with the other 3, you go back to the beginning, you take it down, you'd slide to both sides, and put on top, and take it down. My best time for the 363 is 1.897. Yes! So this is the cycle stack. It is the hardest of all 3 individual stacks. You'll start with the 363. You'll go back to the beginning and take it all down. You'd move this 3 to the other 3 and do a 6 stack. Then you take them both down and put it all on top. You'd hold one upside down and one normal, and you'd pick 5 in one hand and 4 in the other, and you'll slowly build it all the way up to the top. Then you'll grab both of the cups at the side and you'll move in an X motion. So you'll go all the way down, pick one cup, slide there, and take the whole set and put it in the middle. My personal best for cycle at home is 5:08 and my tournament best is 5:65. This is a speed stacks mat which they use in tournament. We have a timer.
And to use it, you turn it on and then you have to place both hands on. One doesn't turn it on. So you wait for the light to go green and you lift your hands off and it starts timing. You do your stack and then you stop it and that's your time.
These are the only legal cups, but there are other sets you can use, different colours and shapes. But you can't use like glasses or other plastic cups that you'd get from your kitchen. So you'd have to use these ones as they're specially designed for so that no air can get trapped.
I'm Jeremy Simmons and I'm the director of the WSSA UK, and it's our role to promote sports stacking. We go across the UK talking to schools, and we also run all of the sanctioned competitions.
On a day like today, so everyone's practicing over here, and you've got the official tables over there. First of all, you have the preliminary rounds, so it kind of selects who goes through to the finals. There's like a certain limit to the amount of people they'll let through. And then the finals, you get 2 warm-ups and then 3 attempts. And then after that, your best score is taken out of those 3 attempts.
At the end of the run, they can put up one of 3 cards. The first one is a green card, which means that it's clean and it counts. A yellow card, which means video review, so they have to watch back the video footage to see whether it counts or not. And the final card is a red card, which means a scratch, which means that the time does not count and will be disqualified. Things that can cause a scratch are stopping with your wrist, so anywhere below the palm of your hand, or if a stack falls, then that's a scratch, or if it rolls off the mat completely, that's a scratch too.
So in the UK, we run multiple tournaments across the year, and throughout those tournaments we're monitoring the times of our stackers, and that feeds into Team UK, which we then take on to the World Championships.
Everyone who's actually qualified, they have the opportunity to compete at the World Championships in Orlando, Florida in April.
For this year's World Championships, we have 7 members of Team UK, the first being Ajita. He's a very fast stacker in the under-8 category. We have Finn Brown part of our team. This is his 2nd World Championship. Joseph is a relatively new sports stacker. He actually attended his first ever sports stacking tournament back in July. Laura Beacom is our only female stacker. She's currently ranked 2nd in the UK under the female category, and we're expecting her to probably make top 5 for each of the individual events. Lee Norton is our team captain for Team UK. He's our most experienced stacker. He's attended multiple World Championships and has been the UK #1 now for 7 years. Jamie is currently ranked #2 in the UK, and we fully expect him over the next couple of weeks to take over the #1 spot from Lee.
With Jamie beating my times, or anyone beating my times, I was a little bit gutted because it felt like an end of an era. Although I am very happy for Jamie because I know how much he practices and does deserve it.
Well, when I first started, I was sort of practicing every now and then, as if it was like a small hobby, but nowadays I'm sort of stacking 2 to 4 hours every day.
I practice for about 3 hours a day in preparation for the World Championships.
What has caused me to practice this much is probably having a gist of how fast I can actually go, and knowing that I am quite fast, it shows that I can compete against other people, like at World Championships, and show that I am quite a fast stacker.
I have been preparing by just practicing consistency instead of speed, because you only have 3 attempts, so you just need to be able to get it in those attempts.
One of the best things about sports stacking is sort of meeting a community from Worlds, because I've made friends from other countries who I still keep in touch with, and I'll be meeting in Florida.
At the UK Championships I did really well for me, beating the cycle UK record again, and I hope to be able to do this again at the World Championships.
I'm hoping when I'm there to get a few more UK records and hopefully to be top 3 for my age division.
There's still yet someone to be able to set a world record from the UK.
Now that I'm here, I'm sort of overwhelmed about how many stackers are in the competition. There are around 400.
It feels like it's a really big tournament, because the biggest tournament I'd been to before that only had about 30 people.
For their first World Championships, they'll obviously be feeling very nervous. They may find the competition is way more intense than your standard tournament back at home. They may find it's harder to get into the finals. It may be harder to even reach the top, because most of the fastest stackers are here and they're all from America, Germany, Korea, etc.
In my age division, the biggest competitor is Seung Kim from Korea, as she holds all 3 world records for females.
처음에는 세운 걸 알았는데도 제가 세운 지 그게 실감이 안 났고, 인증서를 받으니까 좀 실감이 나는 것 같고, 계속 세우니까 그래도 기분 좋은 것 같아요. 저는 김시은이고 대한민국 스포츠스태킹 국가대표입니다.
The biggest challenge will be this year facing Hyunjung Choi, as he is the 333 and 363 world record holder, and he is in my age division.
이게 내가 세계신기록 세운 게 맞나 해가지고 약간 좀 처음에는 얘가 어리버리했는데 이제 딱 집에서 딱 스마트폰 제 휴대폰으로 이제 WSSA 그걸 보고 영상을 보게 되고 네 공인으로 인정한 게 기분이 좋았어요. 네, 안녕하세요. 저는 이름은 최현종이고요. 그리고 이제 대한민국 스포츠스태킹 국가대표이자 이제 대한민국에서 왔고 청송에 살고.
Korea are very intense with stacking. I think they take it a lot more seriously.
As far as we've heard, the Korean team has an intensive 2-week boot camp in preparation for the World Championships.
한국 선수들이 다른 선수들보다 뭔가 연습을 더 많이 하는 것 같고 이거에 좀 욕심이 많아서 그런 것 같아요.
Americans used to be the best overall in the world, and I think they still are, but Korea's slowly but surely taking over.
저는 경쟁자가 없습니다. 네, 저는 다 제가 혼자 다 씹어먹기 때문에 혼자 경쟁하고요. 혼자 제 기록을 경쟁하는 거고 저를 견제하는 사람은 아무도 없습니다. 네.
저는 없는 것 같아요. 제가 세계 기록도 다 가지고 있으니까.
O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So that's everyone's included in those prelims. When it finishes at 5 o'clock, we'll just have 5 minutes afterwards and just discuss Sunday, because by then we'll know who's in the finals for the individual or doubles events leading into Sunday. Everyone happy?
Great.
Cool. Good luck, everyone. We'll see you a bit later.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Sports Stacking Championships. How are we all feeling this morning?
It started out just as a Colorado thing because we started in Colorado, and it was the Colorado State Championships, and then it became the United States Championships. And in 2003, we had the first World Championships because we had some stackers from the UK join us in Colorado. The UK was our first market that we went to outside of the US. My name is Larry Goers. I'm the CEO of the World Sports Stacking Association, and we're based in Denver, Colorado. At this year's World Sports Stacking Championships, we have about 400 competitors from 19 countries, from all over the world.
In the individual prelims, the top 10 competitors from each division progress to finals.
My aim is to still get top 3 for 363, 333 and cycle.
I would like to place in the top 5.
Pressure will be on as I need to get into top 10 to get in finals.
My 333 went quite well. I got 191.5. Although I could have done better, it got me into finals.
I was very happy with the 333 results. As I did my second attempt, I got 166.7, and as I went into my third attempt, I managed to beat it with 158.7, and that put me third place, and I can go into finals.
When I went up to do the 363, I was quite nervous as it isn't my best event and I'm not that consistent in it. But I managed to get a 256, which was just about good enough to get me into finals. I got 10th and just beat 11th place by less than 100th of a second.
Going into the 363, I was quite nervous because I didn't know how the results would end up. I was very happy with the time with 207 as it puts me in finals as well.
Thank you.
When I went to do cycle finals, my hands were shaking a lot because I'd just finished 333 and 363. On my first attempt, I got a 7.7, which was okay for me. My second attempt, I scratched. And on my final attempt, I managed to get a 7.3, which was good enough to get me into finals.
For cycle, I was really unhappy with my time because I didn't get into finals with it. I came 13th overall.
I hope you all got some sleep last night. We're going to have a great day of finals. The competition areas are open. Your DMs will call the teams to the tables as required. Good luck, everybody, and stack fast.
A lot of people see, sports or really businesses in general, and they think of them as independent entities, but they're not. They happen because individuals care deeply about them. And when you look into a little deeper why sports stacking is popular in certain countries, more popular, say, here than there, there's always an individual that's behind that, and that's very true here. Our growth in a place like South Korea is all because our representative there, Woo-sik Khan, cares so deeply about this sport and about the kids that he works with, and he really wants to bring this to them.
일단 스포츠 스태킹은 처음에 가족끼리 TV를 보다가 재밌겠다 해서 이제 딱 종이컵을 어머님께서 사주셨어요. 그래서 제가 이제 들고 이제 막 쌓아봤는데 이게 약간 손에 매력을 있더라고요. 느끼더라고요. 그래서 이제 딱 어머님한테 전용 컵을 사달라 해서 이제 전용 컵을 사서 이제 규칙을 제대로 배우게 되고 컵을 쌓아서 여기까지 오게 될 것 같습니다.
초등학교에 알뜰 장터 같은 게 있는데 거기에 그 조그만한 컵을 팔아서 재밌어 보여서 샀는데 집에서 해보니까 재밌어서 여기까지 온 것 같아요.
In all my individual events, I managed to make it to finals, which is really good for me. My first individual event of the day was 333. In practice, I kept getting 1.7s and low 1.8s, which would have beaten the UK record for my age group.
Laura Beacom, Division 13-14 female.
But when I went up to compete, I shook a lot. I got a 4 on my first attempt.
Second attempt.
I got a 3.6 on my second attempt.
Third attempt.
Got a 3.3 on my last attempt, which wasn't very good for me, but I still managed to get 8th place because a lot of other people were nervous as well.
The first event I did was the 333. I think what threw me off was sort of being too confident. In my head, I knew that I was going to get quite a good time, but I think I kind of threw myself a little bit off. My time for 333 was 172 and I placed 6th place.
집에서 연습을 많이 했고요. 네, 열심히 쌓고 대회에 나가려고. 네, 거기서 좋은 기록을 한번 세우면 큰 리액션 한번 지을 생각입니다. 네.
I don't really know what was going through Hyun Jung Choi's head for his attempts, but a lot of tournaments he likes to go all out with his speed and try and get the best time. Seeing that you've got loads of other stackers in your division, or you've got world record holders or divisional world record holders in your division, you can kind of sort of have that through your mind and put yourself off.
Going up to the 363, it was the one I was least confident with, but I'm not very consistent at 363. My first attempt I got a 2.6, which was quite good. I didn't do well on my second attempt.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like
On my last attempt I managed to get a 2.4, which very nearly beat the UK record for my age group. In the 363 I got 7th place in my division because everyone seemed to do really well in it.
Going up to do the 363, I was kind of nervous as it wasn't really my most frequent stack that I did at home or in tournament. Seeing that I got 202, which it turns out that I ended up getting the new UK record, I was very happy.
저는 이제 절대 긴장하지 않고요. 네. 근데 저 오히려 팀솔 코리아가 보는데 긴장이 되네요. 네, 저는 긴장되지 않습니다.
When I went up to do cycle, I was quite nervous. I shook a bit in the 110-1, but still managed to get 7.6, which was my best attempt. It placed me 7th in my division.
집에서 대회장인 것처럼 연습 2번 하고 기회 3번 하고 그렇게 연습 많이 했던 것 같아요.
When there's a big crowd, it does have a bit of an effect because you hear them all cheer and it just reminds you how many people there actually are watching you.
너무 긴장돼요. 못할까 봐.
In the cycle, it was quite a surprise for everyone as Seun Kim was expected to win because she won all the other events, but a German girl named Finja Holland managed to take first place.
I sort of had a gist in my mind that I was going to get somewhere, but I'm really happy with where I got this year.
From Team UK, JB Franciscini.
7th place from Team UK, Laura Beacom.
Overall, I think our team did quite well. Almost all of us got a medal.
4th place from Team UK, Adita Sengupta.
It's tradition to trade your tops at the end of a World Championships. So I traded with my friend Joel, who's from New Zealand.
I've traded my old UK jersey for a USA, a Germany, Denmark.
But a lot of people would like to get William Morel's jersey as he is the fastest in the world, or other really fast people. It's also seen quite rare to get Team Australia or Team Brazil as they only have 1 or 2 stackers on their team.
The reason why I do keep on coming back is to see my friends and have a little reunion, all of us get together and see how everyone else is doing.
My highlights from this year has probably been meeting new friends and also setting the new UK record, which I was really happy about.
My highlight has to be just meeting all my friends. Even if I hadn't have made finals, it still would have been a really good experience to be here and just to see everyone.
I really hope that Team UK take the experience from this tournament and use that in future tournaments, both in the UK and future World Championships.
I'm taking away a lot of new techniques and a lot of sort of new styles to do, as it's really shown in my practice table and in tournament.
I'm really looking forward to next year's World Championships, as I think I might have a better chance.
I think that's it, yeah.